Alright, so here's the 1025R that I just recently bought to help me manage all of this field, as well as two others, one of them being about the same size. Last year, it took me a 40 horsepower tractor and a 6-foot bush hog 2 days to cut through all of this stuff, which actually was about this size right here all the way around, so 1.5 inches or so. Some of it was bigger than that. And that was all that bush hog could do. I'm surprised I didn't destroy it, you know, just from all the trees that were here. In 10 months, it's actually grown back up to waist high in some spots. I know it doesn't look like a lot now because this is all I have left right here. But I got a bush hog with this tractor. Unfortunately, it was 48 inches, you know. So it took me actually about the same amount of time to cut this field, considering that now I have a hydrostatic instead of a actual shift transmission. This is the last of the biggest trees I have to cut out of here, and I'm not sure how I'm going to tackle that one. I'll probably just get a chainsaw after. But this right here was one of the ones I didn't cut last year. But this right here, I decided just go ahead and, you know, I went on and got the Betsco EFG 135 flail mower. That way, if this issue comes up again, I then have something, you know, that can eat through brush without problems. And I've been cutting with it this morning. I just put it together last night. It took me a while because one, I went on vacation, and two, when they sent it, even though it's part of the parts, you know, parts list, they didn't send me these two pins right here on either side. It is not quick hitch compatible. That's the first thing that pissed me off. But luckily I was able to use these pins, and I had to go buy some pins and get them. I wrote the Betsco. Of course, they didn't answer back, but that's okay because they actually sent me 2 PTO shafts with this. I'm not sure why. I had actually boxed up the other one and was about to send it back, but since they didn't answer me about, you know, the pins, or, you know, try to, you know, make amends and send me pins, I'm just gonna keep it. So for the $10 I spent in pins, I got about a $200 PTO shaft. Hey, it works out in my favor. It actually cuts pretty good. Unfortunately, this morning, somewhere along the way between last night and this morning, the dew hit, and so this grass is wet. So it is clumped up as if it had been raining all night, even though it hasn't. So every now and then I gotta stop and unplug the back. So it's definitely not a mower that you would use on wet grass of any type. I have the hammer blades on it, which, you know, helps me to eat through this stuff. And I specifically ordered it with that, knowing that I was gonna be eating through crap in this field. But that's okay. Once I get it actually knocked down, I can either switch over to the actual rotary cutter, or I can put wide blades on this. As far as the John Deere, this is my first hydrostatic transmission. It actually works pretty good. Actually better than I thought, considering how small it is. But given the size of the property, I actually probably needed something like a, you know, a 2025R or 2035R, but I actually bought a house, so this right here will fit good with going in and out of that property. It's in a residential community, so I sort of can't have anything too big and tear up the ground. I do have to move about 6 large rocks the previous owner left there. Not sure why about that, but that's the reason why I have these actual hooks from Ken's bolt-on hooks, so I can actually wrap a chain around a rock, dislodge it, hopefully get it in the bucket or rig it so I can move it with the bucket. Speaking of that, thank God I had this front end loader, because to get this flail mower off the doggone trailer was a headache. So I had to rig it with the hooks, tie it in right here at the top link, and lift it. And for 500 and some pounds, it lifted it great. The thing is, now it was tippy. So I had to go super slow, lower it to the ground as low as I could to drop it down, just so I could even get it to where I wanted it to go. It's a nice little tractor though. I didn't expect it to be as big as it was, considering all I had was YouTube to look at. And at the time when I talked to the dealer, I was actually in Oregon. Now I'm on the other side of America in North Carolina, my home state. So I actually didn't see this thing until I actually got to the dealership. And you know, of course, he's pulling car salesman stunts on me left and right. But I'm quite happy with it. A lot more power than I'll need for residential use. I didn't get a belly mower and didn't require one because I really only needed it, to work out here in the field to do. Once this is down, light work, But at home, moving his big rocks, I'm gonna need something, and this would fit the bill pretty good. I hope to post more videos of it sometime soon. Unfortunately, I cannot get a video of me cutting, I don't think. I'll try and see if I can stitch it in with this one. It's just, I lost my GoPro. I have no clue where it is, and I lost it in the move, so I'll have to try and find it or buy a new one. But I'll see what I can do.